Let's talk about the Democrats. Did you know that they appear torn over whether former President Obama is the party's best weapon ahead of 2018's midterm elections? Some are pushing for Obama to take a higher profile on the campaign trail, saying the party cannot afford to have him on the sidelines. But others argue he should stay in the shadows and let potential 2020 candidates step up and lead instead. Also, the RNC is slamming the DNC's weak fundraising by sending out a piece from the Washington Post calling the DNC numbers abysmal. In fact, the DNC only brought in $3.8 million in July, their worst month since Obama was inaugurated over 8 years ago. The RNC raised $10.2 million in that same month, and they've got bicameral leadership on the Hill and the White House. Jessica, what's wrong with your party?
Whoa. I mean, there's
Why
only
can't
18
they raise
minutes
more
left
money?
in the show. Well,
You need more than 18 minutes to tell me what's wrong with
yes,
the Democrats.
I did it total
She's about
justice.
to break it candid.
No,
I'm silent.
listen,
Talk.
No, I'm not. I'm very proud to be a Democrat. There are many ways that people also give in lots of organizations, and it's not just the DNC that they are. I think the DNC has run into a lot of trouble since Debbie Wasserman Schultz's leadership, and I don't think that people see it as the most effective vehicle to be donating to Democrats. I do think, though, that it is disturbing that we are not capitalizing on a president with a 31% approval rating, you know, in the wake of the Charlottesville attack. There should be a lot more money flowing into all aspects of Democratic
What does that say about
causes.
Nancy Pelosi?
Nancy Pelosi obviously is an incredibly controversial figure now for the party. I think there was something like 30 new candidates, and only a couple of them would say that they backed her staying in the leadership position. We saw obviously Tim Ryan challenge her, and he got a good chunk of votes. I think, you know, we do need new talent, we need young talent, but she does have a very storied career, and I'm certainly not going to be sitting here and saying that I think that she should step down. But the RNC is right to be gloating at this moment, and you have to look at where people are donating, and it's concerning for us.
You know, it's interesting because we were talking during the break that the problem right now, particularly for Democrats, but it could be anybody's problem, is when you court the fringe, what do you sell to the base? Because not everybody fits in that, I want to go so far left, I'm a socialist in the Democratic Party.
Yeah, well, I'm so far left, I'm a socialist, but it's also now, I hate Republicans so much. They are such bad people. They must somehow be racist or a white supremacist. I mean, we saw this with Nancy Pelosi's statement when Steve Bannon resigned. We saw this from the statement at the DNC. We saw Howard Dean's comments. They are irresponsible with their rhetoric, and I think that even members of their own party there are saying, whoa, wait a second, hang on. I know a Republican who's a really good person, and certainly not all the things that they're alleging them to be. So I don't think that identity politics play, which they're trying to capitalize on right now, is ultimately going to work. It's just appealing to a fringe. Same thing with socialism. I mean, Bernie Sanders was still the fringe.
Yeah. Well, Donald Trump proved that you can win without $1 billion, but you're going to need some money. So
we have some money. I'm not worried about us being underfunded.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tom Perez cussing at people, that didn't help your cause with the DNC either.
No, but I'd rather have Tom Perez in that role than Keith Ellison, speaking of fringe issues.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
I told you she was going to break it candid. You can come to my holiday party.
That's very kind of you, Harris. I do love Christmas.